The biggest thing on YouTube this week, by far, was the tear-streaked late-night comedian Jimmy Kimmel reflecting on the mass murders in Las Vegas. Numbers from the web have a way of canceling out each other's impressiveness. Taylor Swift's recent song, Look What You Made Me Do, has 500 million views, so all we really know is that a lot of people look at things. Still, Kimmel's 10-minute monologue was viewed 6.6 million times in about 48 hours. That's a lot, especially considering that it wasn't the least bit entertaining. Nor did it contain ideas or insights that haven't been aired many times before. See more videos. What Kimmel did, mainly, was remind us to cry. He cried when he talked about people dying senselessly and about children suddenly losing parents and families abruptly condemned to decades of grieving. Then he talked about gun control. Having lived in Connecticut through the Sandy Hook massacre and its aftermath, I have joined the ranks of people who think gun control is never coming. I don't think anybody can make it happen, not even Jimmy Kimmel. Writers on the right are not so sure. The National Review, which repeatedly pounded Kimmel for his statements on healthcare, quickly published anti-Kimmel essays by three of its "You Should Pardon the Trope" big guns: Ben Shapiro, David French and Charles Cook. Kimmel scares some people and, in others, slakes a deep thirst. Just a few months ago, his greatest accomplishment was guiding America through the Oscars envelope mix-up, and his early history included several years on a show where hot young women jumping on trampolines was a regular segment. What happened? Maybe more than anyone who has toiled in the late-night vineyards, Kimmel exudes regular guy. When we read his code, we don't read college boy or urbane sophisticate or high-functioning neurotic. There are well-worn mental highways for dismissing what those kinds of people say, and it's inconvenient for Kimmel's detractors that he reads, instead, as a mensch. Nobody is willingly a mensch. I would argue that Kimmel is part of something bigger. His healthcare monologues were suffused with emotion arising from his own son's heart defect. And this week's gun talk drew from a deep well of Kimmel's memories as a kid from Vegas. The tears came back when he talked about watching the MGM Grand Fire in 1980. In 1966, Otis Redding urged us to try a little tenderness, but there hasn't been a lot of that lately. I think we're hungry. The television sensation of last year and this fall is This Is Us, a three-handkerchief slow waltz through human connections and family love. This week an NPR digital staffer forgot to switch to his personal account and accidentally posted a description of a baby, Ramona, going wild with joy over 3 cats. The post came down after 12 minutes, but the world had somehow changed. Demands for Ramona updates and Ramona Forever trended, and trended more. Here in Hartford, we're in a WNPR pledge drive, and donors are mentioning Ramona when they call in. We're starved for unaffected effect. The 21st century has been a Tin Man political era. Al Gore, George Bush, John Kerry, Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama and Mitt Romney were all notable for their Vulcan ability to rein in their emotions. And Donald Trump isn't in touch with his emotions so much as with his limbic system. Base instincts, animalistic primeval reactions to stimuli, do not an emotional life make. Kimmel possesses the ability, in 2017 it seems like a superpower, to get sad when sad things happen to other people. In the same span as his teary lament for the victims of Vegas, Trump showed up in Puerto Rico, an island whose inhabitants have in many cases lost everything, and briskly informed its people that they have great weather and that their storm was not a real catastrophe because the death toll so far was merely 16. In a similar spirit, he ended a visit to Harvey-ravaged Houston with "Have a good time, everybody." To quote another song, "You gotta have heart." When George H.W. Bush said, in 1992, "Message I care," he sounded like a broken unit. Our standards have changed. Colin McEnroe appears from 1 to 2 p.m. weekdays on WNPR FM 90.5. He can be reached at colin@wnpr.org.